everybody today. Okay, something so fun. As I was about to record this, like I'm on an older phone. I'm on a Samsung. I know for Apple it was different a long time ago, but suddenly there are filters on like the Facebook Live option. I didn't pick any. There were some fun ones, so that's exciting. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Brittany Budd. I am the creator and facilitator of this amazing community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm a mindset and business coach, and I help online entrepreneurs build and scale their businesses to 6 figures and beyond organically using Facebook groups. It's so fucking easy. And so we are rounding out the last leg of having the 10K formula open. And I wanted to come on here and really share some of my thoughts. I have been running this group program for almost a year now, and it is so valuable for the people that use it. I want to talk about my client, Pam, to start. Pam did my group program twice, and now she's in my high-level mastermind at the 500K club. And Pam is not a typical client. Hi, Yolanda. Most people that hire me are coaches or network marketers or consultants, but Pam is actually an insurance agent, which I think is so cool. And so today we were on our 500K club call and we were talking about like our mindsets and where our brains really create problems when things are working. And she said, I am the only one in my industry getting clients the way I'm getting clients. And I like immediately broke out in like a physical response of chills because she's right. Not very many insurance agents who are selling Medicaid or Medicare are on Facebook running Facebook groups. She was in the first like round of my group program last February, or this past February. And she said today, like, I was watching Brittany and I just wanted what she had. Like, she had this growing group that's still growing. She was serving the people in there and she was just making really great offers for people to work with her. And when she started offering, teaching how to sell us how to do that, I thought to myself, this is how I stand out in my industry, because she deals with people that are like retirement age, like 65 and up is her, like, they're her bread and butter. That's her ideal client. And she's like, I know that those people are on Facebook. So she started a group after joining my program, and her group is thriving and growing. She's hosting masterclasses and getting hundreds of people signing up. Her client list is like blowing up right now. I'm in Canada, so I know nothing. But she said something about how, like right now is like renewal time maybe or something. And she's like, I'm so busy, my energy's so high, my group just keeps growing and growing, and they're inviting their friends, and they're super engaged, and I'm getting all kinds of new clients. And she said, no one in my industry is growing their business this way. And I was like, that is how we do it. Like, yes, there are lots of, obviously tons of online businesses right now, but when you know how you are so much different than everyone else in your niche, like that's what really sets you apart. That's what gives you that like thought leader expertise, that like I am this bitch, like come and hang out with me energy. And it was just so empowering to be watching her, you know, over the last 10 months, 9-10 months, really come out of her shell. And she was sharing with us, like, when she first started her group, people that weren't a good fit were trying to join. And she's like, I remember coming to coaching calls with you and being so worried about declining somebody. And now I'm just like, you don't belong here. Bye. Decline. And she's making offers every day. And it's just so wonderful to see her come out of her shell. And so I just wanted to share with you that story because I think it's so amazing and it's such a great testament to what all of us can create online in the online space. And so tonight I want to jump in and start talking about what's getting in your way of creating consistent 10K months. And these are the things that I talk about, obviously, in the 10K formula. And there are so many things that stand in our way, right? But in my program, I talk specifically about growing your audience on Facebook using Facebook groups. And I know everyone's like, why the algorithm? No, like the algorithm is the algorithm, and you have to play that game with Facebook. But a lot of times when the algorithm's fucking with us, it's our own fault. Like your content's just not great. Your offers just aren't resonating. Like Facebook's burying you for a reason, and it's because your audience isn't resonating. And so Facebook is an amazing place to get clients consistently and make consistent 10K months if you know what you're doing. And that's the problem. A lot of people have no idea what they're doing. I see a lot of people like they don't want to start their own group because they're like, I'm terrified. It feels like it's going to be so much work. It feels like a lot to manage. It feels like I have no idea what I'm going to say to these people. I don't know how to get them engaged. And so they hide. They play really fucking small. And instead of starting their own audience, they decide to just go in big groups like mine or much bigger groups than mine and like give some information, tell a little story, and then hope and pray that people are going to see it and like it and reach out to them. And while I love attraction marketing, that is not the thing. That is not a sustainable business model to create 10K months in your business. Like, I'm going to burst your little bubble here. That's not going to be the thing that does it. What else isn't going to be the thing that does it? Paying to be a standout member or whatever the EX means in other people's Facebook groups so that you can pitch. Because here's the thing, in some of those large groups, no one's actually paying attention to anything. Like there are groups with hundreds of thousands of people in them and no one's really paying a whole lot of attention. But when you get more niche down groups like mine, people are here to hear from me. And that's not to be like, people are here to hear from me, like la la la. But in everyone's group, people are there to hear from that person, right? And so I likened it to, actually even earlier today, I was going back and forth with someone in this group about this. We were talking about being a standout member, and I said it would be like if you went to a Taylor Swift concert and pretending that, like, let's pretend this group and I'm Taylor Swift in this. Everyone's here to listen to me sing, but then all of a sudden I'm letting random people just start singing out in the audience. No one's here to listen to you people in the audience sing, right? Or I start randomly letting people pay me to come on stage and sing. Like everyone in the audience is going to be like, this is not why I'm here. And so that's why that's not a sustainable business model. Paying a monthly fee to go and pitch in someone else's group is not a sustainable business model. But what is having your own audience. And every company, every successful business out there right now understands that their audience, their following, their fans are the things that make or break them. That's why cancel culture is so terrifying for so many people, because they're like, oh my goodness, if I get canceled and my fans don't buy from me anymore, everything's gonna go to shit. And it's like, you wouldn't expect Burger King to go into like a McDonald's lovers group and be like, hey, come and get a Whopper. They'd be like, dude, we're here for Big Macs. Like, what the fuck? And so having your own space is so smart, where you're cultivating your own fans. You're not trying to steal fans from someone else. You're creating a community. You're creating a feeling. Good branding. This is one of my bonuses, is about branding. Good branding is about creating emotions in people. Like, it's not about fancy colors. It's not about cute taglines. It's not about pretty websites. It's about emotion. And so if you have your own space where you're creating emotion in people and they are enjoying you and they are liking you, that is a space that will pay you month after month, day after day, year after year. It is the easiest way to make money for free because you're not paying to be a stand-up member in your own audience, and you do not have to pay to run ads to sell in your own group. But a lot of people, they want to hide. They want to post in someone else's group and then disappear because deep down, they don't feel worthy enough. They don't feel good enough. They don't feel like they're an expert enough to actually make a real pitch to real people that they could really help. So they tell themselves that they're doing all this work in their business when they post some random shit in someone else's group and then duck out. That is fear-based. That is lack. That is scarcity. That is not the thing that's going to get you to 10K months. The other thing, a lot of people want to use their personal pages. Great. Go for it until Facebook shuts you down. Because we're not supposed to use our personal pages for business. Facebook wants you to use your personal page for personal stuff. It's social media. It's not a business app. It's about connections, human connections. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, perfect. I thought my headphones were plugged in and I was like, have I really been rambling for like 11 minutes and no one could hear me? You can only get 5,000 Facebook friends. But I already have 5,500 people in this Facebook group. So I have 10% more people than I would have if I was just on my personal page. And also, everyone always complains that their personal feed is just like the same 25, 30 people. Newsflash, you're probably only showing up on 25 to 30 people's feeds too. This is not, again, a sustainable business model. You have to cultivate your own space. You have to be the leader. You have to be the expert. You have to be the authority. You have to be attracting those people to you and selling to them. And so if this is not something that you're doing right now, like, don't worry, I am going to help you. Princess Kaha says, you so have not been rambling. I've heard every word and you've got me nodding in agreement. Yes, thank you. I'm so glad. Erica says, how do you think you can appear on more pages? I don't know what you mean by that. Like, I have my business page, but again, business pages, and I talk about that in my free masterclass on Facebook groups, but I could talk about Facebook groups forever. Your business page, because Facebook wants you to pay to boost your post and run ads, they purposely bury it. That's why the second you post something on your business page, you, like, within 10 minutes will get a notification being like, hey, saw you posted. Listen, for like $1.15 a day, you could reach like 1,000 people. Do you want to boost that post? Like, no, don't give Mark Zuckerberg your money. If you have your own free Facebook group, you can fucking fill it with amazing people who are ideal clients. You can post whenever the fuck you want. You can keep growing it, and you can sell to them every single day. I meant on news feeds, I want to get more interactions. Well, that's the thing. Even on news feeds, if other people aren't interacting with you, you're not going to start coming up on their feeds. And so it takes a lot more effort on your end if you're like, no, I'm not doing Facebook groups. Facebook groups are high in the algorithm. Facebook wants you to use them, and we have to play Zuckerberg's games. I remember when like the Avatar came out like last year, and everyone was like, this is fucking stupid, I'm not doing that. I was like, oh, you better believe I'm making an avatar because Mark Zuckerberg wants me to, and if I use it, he's gonna make sure a lot of people see it. And so you would need to put so much effort into going through your friends list. Like, you would have to like curate a whole new feed, going through your friends list and interacting with every single person so that you're getting more interactions on your personal page. Now, when it comes to your group, yes, this is what I'm teaching you in the 10K formula. I'm teaching you how to start your own group if you haven't already. I'm teaching you how to attract amazing people into it without spending any money on ads, without being a spammy weirdo, without hiding in other groups. I'm teaching you how to get more people into it. I'm teaching you how to get engagement, how to nurture those people, how to nurture those relationships, how to get tons of engagement. And I'm teaching you how to sell to them in a non-salesy, slimy, we kind of get that, oh, I don't want to sell to them. They're here. Why won't they just buy from me? You still have to sell, but I'm going to teach you how to sell to them in a really authentic way so that you start making consistent 10K months. I started making 10K months. Oh my goodness, I was so close so many times the first few months of my business, but I have been doing multiple 5 figures in my business, 100% organic from this group for over a year. I did 100K, over 100K in 11 months last year, my first year in business, and I've done over 250K all organic just this year from my group. So I'm teaching you absolutely everything that I know. Another thing that's really important to remember is that likes and reactions do not equal clients. My top end clients do not interact in my audience. They're doing their own shit. They're growing their own empires. They just pay me a lot of money and I help them to do that, and they're making a lot of money. So they're not really hanging out with me in here as much as they once did. And that's, again, something that we talk about in the 10K formula, because we make it mean things about ourselves when we feel like people aren't engaging with us and, oh, they don't like me. Oh, they don't like what I'm saying. They don't want what I'm offering. This is just a bunch of bullshit that your brain is telling you. None of this is actually true. And so there are 4 tenets that I've been teaching in the 10K formula. It's the same program. I've just renamed it, and I keep making it better and better and better. But number 1 is building that audience up and consistently growing it. We can't have the same 50 people. It can't just be your mom and your grandma and your aunties and your next door neighbor and your cousins and some girls from high school you're still friends with. They're probably not your ideal client. That's not going to work out. It's just not. And if those are the only people in your group, every time you pitch, of course you're not going to get sales. You're going to burn that group out so fast because it's not your ideal client. So we have to keep growing our audience all of the time. Number 2 is nurturing that audience, getting them to engage with us, getting them to talk to us, getting them to know, like, and trust us, getting them to want to be in our world. Number 3 is selling to that audience every single day so that you can make a lot of fucking money from it. And then number 4 is your brain's going to cause a lot of problems and tell you that you're doing it wrong and that you should be doing things differently and that nothing's working. We're going to manage your thoughts too. These are the most important things. This is my 4-step process to helping you make consistent 10K months in your business organically from Facebook. It's simple. Grow your audience, convert them into paying clients. Easy. Doesn't get any more complicated. Doesn't have to get any more complicated. This is the thing. And you see, most of the women that have very large, successful businesses are saying, yeah, I have my own group. Please feel free to come hang out with me. This is great. This is how it's done. There are lots of ways to do business, but in the online world, Facebook groups are the thing. Like I said, because they're so favored in the algorithm, if you have so many people, and you don't have to have thousands of people. It's really about, yes, I do, princess. I do work with new businesses straight from scratch. I lost my train of thought. Oh, it's not about having a lot of people. It's about having the right people. So yes, your audience is going to keep growing, obviously, but it's going to be growing with the right people. I have seen so many people with huge groups. I've had people come into the 10K formula with groups 4 or 5 times bigger than my group. And they're like, my group is humongous. I haven't made a fucking dime. I have no idea what I'm doing. That's okay. I have got you. And I taught them. I teach them, here's how you're going to sell to your audience. Here's how you're going to get them engaged. Right now, it's exploded and it's overwhelming to you and you're just sitting back letting it explode and letting people post whatever the fuck they want. No one even knows that you're the one running it. That's a problem. And so they hire me to help them rein it back in and teach them to make offers to those people so that they can make more money. But I also have people who have come to me with ideas for businesses, like Princess is asking. I don't have a business yet. What do I do? Perfect. I can help you. We're going to figure out exactly what your group is going to be about, who it's going to be for, why random people on the internet should give a shit and join. Like, that's number one, building and growing. Like I said, number two, nurturing those people, turning them into warm bodies that want what you have to sell. So when you're number three, selling to them every day, they have their credit cards out and they are ready to buy or hire you. And number four, we're managing our thoughts around that stuff. So it's not vanity metrics. It's not, attracting the wrong people. It's attracting the right people, dream clients all the time, and converting those people into cash. That's what we want. And that's what I have been doing for 2 years now. Like I said, over 100K, over 250K. So we're over 350K, probably 360K in the last 12 months, not 12 months, like 23 months, last 2 years. Like, that's a lot of money, organic money, that I just had to organize this group and love on the people in it and serve the people in it. And as entrepreneurs, that's all we want anyway, is to love on and serve the people that we want to help. And so if you have been on the fence about joining the 10K formula, I want to encourage you to jump in. This is the thing that's going to make you a lot of money between now and Christmas, between now and into next year. There's a private Facebook group. We spend 90 days together starting December 1st, where I give you all of the trainings that I just laid out for you, like my four principles. I come and train you live on those things. This is where you make your investment back. It's $2,500 in full. There is a payment plan option, $900 a month for the 3 months. You will make your money back. I guarantee that. Like, I promise you, you will make your money back. You will make your money back. You're going to get all of the tools that you need in that first week. And then we start right in implementation, getting coached by me, getting support from me, getting my eyeballs on your business so that you have the success that you want. Like, this is not like a dump you in and make you hope for the best. And like, you're just trying not to drown. And I'm like, good job, everybody. I'm right in there in the mud with you, making sure that your business is doing what you want it to do. And I know that you want it to make 10K consistent months. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So BrittanyBudd.com/10K formula. There's a workbook. There's already some trainings that you can go watch right now. Aside from the lives that I'm going to do, there's some bonuses in there. Don't overwhelm yourself. Those are just for fun. But yeah, we start in 2 weeks. And I want to see you there. Like, it's a very tight-knit group. I don't accept a lot of people in. Like, as soon as I get my people, I will close the cart. Because I want it to be, like, super supportive, super tight-knit, very, like, hands-on, lots of access to me, lots of my attention into your business so that you're getting the results that you want to be getting. Like, I want you to make 10K just as much as you want to make 10K. So let's start making 10K months. BrittanyBudd.com/10K formula. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments here. If you're catching this on the replay, do me a favor and give me a #replay. I'm going to come tomorrow and talk about how you like nurture and serve your audience. Later in the week, I'm going to come and talk about selling. And then on Friday, I'm going to come and talk about managing your mind, about having a group. It's going to be so good. All right, friends, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you all tomorrow, and I hope to see all of you in the 10K formula. This is the last time it's going to be available this year. It won't be back until spring of next year. There's no good reason to wait to start making 10K months. Like, hello, let's start getting rich now. All right, I'll see you all soon. Bye.